Welcome to Quarter 1, Week 4. So, nasa kalahati na tayo ng Quarter 1. So, this is what you will be expecting for this week. So, we have 5 subjects in all: AP, ESP, Health, Math, and MTB. So, if we can remember, yung science natin is good for 2 weeks. So, it includes weeks 3 to 4. So science, if you are through with science, then you can submit naman tomorrow, Monday. Or if you are not yet done, so you can submit it together with this module on the next Monday. So what to expect for this week, starting with AP. AP is using the learner's packet. So yan, again, using the timeline, if you can remember what we discussed about the timeline. So there are activities. This timeline is associated with the different activities that we do. So for this one, washing of hands. So yan lang, may directions naman. And then gawain 2, question based on the picture presented. Tapos, meron din hanggang part B. And then, gawain 3. So, this is sort of a performance task which will be done on this module. Itong learner's packet. And then, you need to explain it using the 3 lines below. Tapos, may rubric. So, that's it for AP. Very short lang siya. With ESP naman, using learner's packet, sa taas pala nandyan yung subject and then yung week number. So, please don't forget to write your name. So, if you find it still difficult in writing your name, so start practicing now para hindi naman mahirapan when we go on with our topics, kasi padagdag ng padagdag ang mga isusulat natin. So, that will be sort of a practice. So, for ESP naman, so tungkol yan sa pamilya. So, mga gawaing nagpapakita ng pagkakabuklod ng pamilya. And then, followed by different gawain. And may picture yan. So, you need to, if you're going to wait for the ESP lesson video, I'm going to read this story to you para hindi na mahirapan si Mami magbasa. And then, part B, there are words that you have to complete based on the text or the story presented. So, yan, may X and may check and X. Tapos, gawain 2. This is a performance task for ESP. And then, may explanation naman kung paano gawin. But still, I will further explain this during the lesson video. So, that's it for ESP. For health naman, for health, healthful and less healthful foods. So, mas sustansya at di kaanong masustansya, or which foods that should be eaten, which makes us healthy, and which food should be minimized o wag masyadong palagian ang pagkakain nito. Okay, so this is the topic based on the milk. Tapos may work task 1. There are directions to follow. This time you will need your crayons. And then for work task 2 naman, may gagawin dito. So, you need to draw and then color your drawing. For work task 3 naman, so you will be using again your crayons, green and red. So, yan ang gagawin for health na. And for math, so using the learner's packet, this is about compare 2 sets using less than, more than, and as many as, and order sets from least to greatest, and vice versa or vice versa. So this is if you are familiar with counting from 1 to 100 and you're aware that which is lesser number or more of a given set, then this topic will be very easy. So, yan ang gagawin. So, kaya it started with number chart kasi practice muna to. And then, if ever the pictures printed out are in black and white and then medyo malabo, you can refer to this intro or for the lesson video para makita natin item by item. So, kasi medyo dyan white na masyado ang dock, baka hindi nyo makita, baka tuka lang ang makita nyo. And then also with this one, medyo malabo siya, but it still are, the pictures are visible. Yan. It is used for the examples. Tapos, ito, I hope the printout is clear so that you can see the figures. Tapos dito naman, so from objects, dito naman it's, we now go to the symbols. So, ganun ang style natin. So, objects muna, para visible, concrete ang binibilang, and then we transition to symbols. So, that's it for math. Okay, this is the part where your parents should answer. For MTB naman, we now begin with the letters of the alphabet, but in mother tongue, so starting with N, I, and A. So this module is composed of 3 letters to be discussed, to be read, to be written. So this one, give the beginning letter or sound of the name of each picture and also write the upper and lower case letters legibly. When we say legibly, malinaw, maayos, and correct ang stroke. Alin ba yung step 1 dapat guhit, and then the following steps. So, starting with ang letrang N. Yan, may short story. So, I will read it to you. And then, you can also practice reading this during your free time. So, there are examples of words beginning with N in Bicol. And also, if pictures are not clear, you can refer to this intro video. Makiayos na lang to. Itong item number, it should start with 1. Maki-correct na lang. So, it should start with 1. Sorry. So, 1, 2, 5 dapat siya. Ang numbering lang. And then, gibbon 3, it's in writing part na siya. Tapos, ang letrang I. So, same. It starts with gibbon 1, gibbon 2, and gibbon 3. Writing naman. I will show you how to write letters N, I, and A properly following the correct steps. And then, lastly, the letter A, beginning with gibuhon 1, gibuhon 2. So, ito, babasahin ko. But, when you're done with this one, with this mode MTB, so you can read the text, the stories in Bicol during your free time. And then, lastly, writing naman for letrang A. So, that's it. We only have 5 for this week. Okay. So, reminders lang muna doon sa ibibigay kong forms that I will be sending together with the module. So, you will be okay. Hindi pwede siya. Okay, try ko lang muna to. Wait lang po. Okay, so I will be providing, again, together with with the received form of the modules. Katabi ulit itong brigada, eskwela, daily attendance of volunteers. So ito, nasa may gilid lang to ng, sa gilid lang ng, sa katabi ng forms na kung saan siya kayo if the modules that you receive are complete. So, for this one, instructions ko lang po para hindi tayo magkamali kasi bawal dito ang may erasure, and then you need to write the parents' name themselves. So, isulat mo na ang pangalan, address, if you are in Naga City, kindly include yung barangay. So, halimbawa, I will pick up the module. So, isulat ko pangalan ko dito. Sorry. Gawin kong visible. Gawin kong blue. So, isulat pangalan. So, Rochelle. Kompleto po. Wala ditong signature, pero kailangan na handwriting nyo. So, Rochelle M. Labrador. Include the address. Ano ba ang barangay ko? Liboton. So, ilagay Liboton, Naga City. So, shortcut na lang. Tapos, may naka-blur na siyang 8 to 5 kasi kopyahin na lang po. So, we need, every time you pick up the module, na siya, good for 8 hours na siya. So, 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock. And then, I'll be the one to fill out this part kasi bibilangon ko naman kung number of hours. So, ito na lang pong part na to ang i-fill out. So, this is for Brigada Eskwela every time you pick up the modules. And then, together with the module na ipapadala ko, I will also be sending individual copies of this. Ito ay para sa Brigada Pagbasa. If you can remember yung 9 o'clock reading habit wherein the child spends an hour in reading at home together with the guidance of adults. It can be parents, grandparents, or kung sino man ang mas matanda sa bata. So, every time you spend 1 hour, so pwede, halip teacher, may yung katulong ko po ang minsan pinapaalalayan ko po yung bata. So, siya din, pwede rin. So every time the child spends the 9 o'clock reading habit, o baka pwedeng, teacher, hindi po ako nakakapag 9 o'clock reading habit kasi I should be in the office at 8 o'clock. So, pwede kayo mag-change ng schedule as long as it should be done daily. So, halimbawa, ilagay na lang dito ang date, halimbawa, maglagay na lang October, ano ba sa bukas? October 4, tama? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, October 4, ilagay na lang yung date. Tapos, halimbawa, ako yung mother, so I will write my name here, Rochelle M. Labrador. Tapos, ilagay na lang Naga City kasi paulit-ulit. So, halimbawa, hindi kami naka-start ng 9 o'clock, but later than that, halimbawa, 9:15, tapos 1 hour, so 10:15. So, lang yan. Tapos, halimbawa, pag Tuesday naman, so, write the date, 10:05. So, halimbawa, ako ulit ang nag-alalay sa bata during her reading habits. So, ilagay ulit. Paulit-ulit lang yan. Pero kung mag-change din yung guardian o yung adult na mag-guide sa bata, then pwede rin mag-change. Halimbawa, Naga City, still. Tapos, we started, halimbawa, 10 o'clock na. Kasi late na nagising yung bata. So, 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock. So, ano po siya? Dahil daily ang reading habit, so daily din maglalag. So, parang logbook ito of the time for the reading habit of the child. Bakit? Kasi ito, yung 1 hour that you spent, yung parents, that was the parents' time that was spent with the child during the 9 o'clock reading habit, we can include that during in the Brigada Eskwela. So, araw-araw may contribution kayo sa Brigada Eskwela. So, and with that, we are grateful that you are taking part of the programs of the school. So, yan ang isa sa mga programs ng for the Brigada Eskwela, and also sa mga yung sa Project Teach. So don't forget. Anyway, I will post announcements kapag malapit na. So just a reminder yung mga gagawin natin. Ano pa? Tama ba? Ito na lang. So just a reminder of the things that I posted mga nakaraang week. So starting with Project Teach, may ano siya, acronym siya. So it was moved on October 8. Anyway, kapag malapit na, I'll announce para ma-remind din kayo. So this is one of the projects. Next, yung 9 o'clock reading habit. So 9 o'clock reading habit, wherein I mentioned yung sa posted na orientation. So pwede nyo balikan if ever there are not the details about the 9 o'clock reading habit are not clear. Sa una, kasi beginning reading pa lang ang mga bata in grade 1, I just required yung compilation of pictures that para may documentation din yung 9 o'clock reading habit that was done at home. So ang require ko muna, ito muna ang gagawin nyo. So yung ano tawag doon, yung yung isang folder, yung mga pictures compiled para sa reading habit. So one sheet or parang collage na din, pwede din one collage per week. Ano po. So do not submit them yet kasi I will just tell you when to submit it in a white folder. So short mga bond paper, ipiprint yon kapag malapit na. Tapos i-compile lang sa white folder. Tapos yung pictures dyan, either dahil sa one sheet for 1 week, so pwedeng halimbawa sa isang papel na short bond paper. Kung nagpiprint na kayo, pwede rin. So, if you've done it for 5 days, Monday to Friday, lahat nyo na everyday nakapag-reading habit from Monday to Friday, so dito na lang magkatabi-tabi. Or if you prefer, naka-ready na lang, i-save nyo na naka-collage na ang mga pictures. So, one sheet for 1 week. So, if we are on our 4th week, so ibig sabihin may apat ng sheets naka-ready sa folder para sa reading habit. So, another one, ang sinabi ko na, I mentioned, yung video wherein the child is reading. This is for later or siguro at the end of the quarter. I will just announce kasi para hindi rin maka-distract o maka-interrupt sa modules. Ano po? So, for later, I'll just announce. So, to be announced. Tapos, yung assessment naman, reading assessment. So, reading assessment, this will also be, I will organize a schedule wherein one-on-one kami. Ako mag-i-interview sa bata, and also I will also conduct reading assessment. So this one, siguro this will happen about siguro sa 5th week or mag-a-announce naman ako siguro a week before itong reading assessment. So sa tatlo, ito muna ang pinapagawa ko, and then sunod between these two, the earlier that which will happen itong reading assessment, ito mga list priority na ito sa reading habits. So next one, another announcement is the water bell. We're in magte-take ng picture. So, nakalagay naman yung details doon sa FB page. Tapos, for September, I asked you to post a collage doon sa FB page. The water bell is posted on FB page. FB group. So, FB group, tapos yung September, which ended last Thursday, so I asked you to post a collage about it. So, ang para sa October naman, yun, pwede rin. Another collage naman for October. Ano po? So, if you can have it collage every week, so pwede rin. Pero hindi na ibig sabihin collage every week, so 10 pictures na yan. So, magpili na lang ng siguro mga 6 best pictures. 6 best pictures per week. Best pic per week. Para day man makadakulo na, consume niya ng storage sa cellphone. So, ano pa? Yung Brigada Pagbasa naman na storytelling wherein this can be viewed every Friday. Pero i-announce ko na din, I will remind you a day before para hindi nyo makalimutan. Wherein may guest, may guest who will read a story to pupils. Tapos after that may mga pa-games. May some questions about the story. So tapos may mga may games, may pwede rin maka-answer kayo agad. You can also participate. So ano pa bang nakalimutan ko? Okay, that's it. So, medyo nadamihan lang yung mga reminders, mga activities kasi ito'y sinabay na din for the new school year. So, kumbaga inilatag na lahat-lahat para wala nang makalimutan. So, that's it and goodbye.